absolutely, well, there's two parts that freaked me out. This is the first part. How could an adult man come and go living in his daughter's dorm? That's impossible, right?
I would think so.
It seems impossible, yeah. I mean, knowing what I know about college, I mean, even though I've never experienced that, it seems improbable that would happen. So,
yeah.
Right, but not improbable, because it literally, like, if you wrote this movie, it'd be like, oh, that's stupid. How's this guy going to... So that's number one. He lives in there, right? So I guess he tricks his daughter's friends into thinking he's cool and he's the greatest guy in the world.
So it's like the Fonz. He's like 45 and everybody's like 18. That's called pedophilia.
Yeah. Can you imagine that's your daughter?
It's called pedophilia. Yeah. I mean, it's like a 50-year-old man. Yeah, of course you feel like you're cool. You're a fucking grown man. So like trying to impress like 18-year-olds. Of course you're cool.
He's sleeping in his daughter's dorm room.
And the daughter's roommates there as well.
Yes, there are other people there, right? And kids are coming in.
Sounds like sex offender stuff to me.
Well, here's the other thing. Kids are coming in and thinking he's telling stories and being the cool dad, I guess.
Yeah.
And now tons of people know this. Like bunches of kids know that he's living in this dorm.
How about the fucking dean of the fucking school? Do they know that?
Right.
Since everyone else fucking knows it?
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Where's the RA when you need the RA?
If I'm the board of the fucking college, I'd be like, why is there a 50-year-old man living in a fucking dorm with fucking 18-year-olds? That's what I'd be saying.
Right. So now, wait, hold on.
And how come he's not arrested and charged?
Well, hold on. It gets one step better.
Oh, it gets worse. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So he turns out he's a psycho. No way.
Obviously.
Right? So he ends up talking into forcing one of his daughter's friends to be a hooker for him. And she basically...
So it's like Gator from, what's that one movie? The movie where... Will Ferrell movie where Gator, he's the pimp and he goes to...
What are you talking about?
I did see that movie.
Yeah.
I can't think of it. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, whatever.
Yeah,
so this girl is basically a prostitute for him, right?
Yeah, he's a fucking 50-year-old man fucking talking to a fucking 17-year-old.
Right,
Of course she's going to believe him.
Teddy, none of this is the important part. You ready?
Oh, it gets worse?
Over 2 years, are you ready for this? This girl made $2 million as a hooker.
That's actually more than me.
More than you make. Wait. More than you make in your job, or more than you could make as a hooker, dude. This is the whip. She made $2 million as a hooker.
What college is this?
Ted, you are not taking a road trip.
No. Here's my question. Where's the board of directors and where's the fucking dean of this college while this is happening for 2 fucking years straight under their noses?
So it actually, So
that's my question.
Right.
Where the fuck are they?
Right.
Part of my French, by the way.
So none
French?
of that is important to me. Yeah. So none of that is important
to me. It's not
to
French, Jimmy. It's a cuss word in America.
Yeah,
Hold on. I need to know this. Do hookers make $1 million a year? What the hell?
Well, that's the wrong question. The right question
is that's the right question because I want to be a hooker.
The right question is how can you pull this off on a college campus with adults in the room on a board of directors?
The adults is the problem, Ted.
You have an athletic director. You have a dean of admissions.
What the fuck?
You have
Ted. Do you know how college works?
What
would the
never
athletic
director?
I know.
He's never been to college.
You got an athletic director. You got a student advisor.
I don't know any of those people. I had 2 kids go to college.
Yeah.
When I went to college, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody knows that, Ted.
Yeah.
But they do know that the girl's selling her body out of room 216.
Is Joe Paterno running this?
Oh, well, she was a little old for that one.
He's oblivious to that.
Yeah,
he's
Sandusky first place.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Sandusky, because they're oblivious to everything. So
hold on, let me see. Is it Joe Paterno College? No, it's Sarah Lawrence College. Sorry, but
where
probably
is that school?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I think it's somewhere on the East Coast. I've heard of it. It's actually an
I
exclusive
think it is.
college. Yeah.
Is it an island? Yeah, I think it's on an island.
Yeah.
Pedophile island?
Jeffrey Epstein's island.
Sir, please don't mention. I'm on trial for sex trafficking. Please don't mention Jeffrey Epstein.
Or
in my trial.
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew Island. Yeah, exactly. You know, he just paid $14 million settlement. By the way,
Jesus Christ.
No, actually, I was wrong. It was $16 million.
Who was?
Prince Andrew.
Ted, how many times are you gonna? This is gonna be your new Hitler.
No, I was wrong. $16 million settlement. Prince Andrew paid to that Virginia Guthrie settlement.
Okay, good. You know what?
Because he was 160.
Because he was 41.
Yeah.
He was 41 and she was 16
the
or
one
17.
That he said he didn't know when he was in a picture with her.
Yeah, he's got his arm around her.
I don't know her.
He doesn't sweat.
Oh yeah, that was what he said, right?
Yeah,
he doesn't sweat.
He said his balls don't sweat.
He did not.
He said all of them sweats except his balls. His balls and taint don't sweat, so it couldn't be him.
My balls sweat today. It was hot out.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm sweating right now. I'm just hearing about this.
Well, okay, gentlemen, you know what? This kind of leads us right into what the heart of the show, if you will, or the taint of the show.
Oh, there's more?
There is, Teddy, because today is the Three Idiots Sex Show. Oh. Yes, that's right. We're just going to be three dudes talking about sex, and that's not weird at all.
As long as you're not looking at me, Ted, when I talk. All right?
Not at all,
and this studio needs to be a little bigger. I think.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not at all.
Yeah, Ted's laying underneath the table right now, and he's man,
that's why he wears sweats. You can't see the bulge sticking out of his pants.
Well, that's it's like the
Ted's the only guy who still wears sweatpants.
Yes,
this is uniform of the 2020s. The sweats.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
No one has.
That's the point. You don't know,
Teddy. No one has any idea what you're talking about. Okay, so I mean, everyone thinks they know what sex is. Like, according to Ted, and Ted, I'm pretty sure this is your definition. It's when a man puts his wiener
in another man. Oh, you're Greek. You're Greek, right? You're a Greek.
Is this a crowbar? Is it going to be a crowbar joke? Is this a crowbar joke?
No. Ted is not that mentally handicapped guy, Jimmy, that we heard about so many times. So sex is, according to Ted, sex is when a guy puts his wiener in a lady's. What did you use last week? Hoo-ha?
Actually, I never said that.
You said hoo-ha, Teddy.
I never
he
said
did.
that.
I heard the show. Hoo-ha.
Yeah.
I mean, there's vajayjay, there's hoo-has.
I like hoo-ha.
Yeah, Teddy, you literally said the word hoo-ha, referring to a woman's vagina. Yeah. You said hoo-ha.
I actually never defined sex. I just used the word vajayjay and hoo-ha. Yeah, but I never said what that led to.
You sound like Clinton right now.
What is
I never had sex with that woman, but you know what? That's perfect because
Miss Latwatsky.
We're not going to necessarily talk about sex, but we're going to talk about what is sex and what isn't sex. Okay. So first, I want to do this. Is sex good for you?
It's very good for you. It's good for all of us. It's good for all of us. Yeah, it's a good.
Sex is natural.
It's been proven. Sex, you will live longer.
Yeah,
I mean, active sex.
It's good endorphin releasing. It's good for relaxation. Yeah, sex is a great thing.
Yeah.
Unless it's with a man.
If it's done right.
Oh no!
It's a man.
You don't live as long then.
It's a man, baby.
Oh man, that person you put your dick in. It's a man, baby.
My twigs and berries, baby.
All right,
now it's getting weird.
So sex is proven to be better for your health, okay? Better for your sleep.
Sure.
Better for your self-esteem. Teddy, do you feel better about yourself when you have some sex?
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, if you have the right, I mean, I'm not talking about me in general, but if you have the right type of sex, it's more relaxing than any edible you could take, more relaxing than any, smoke you could take, like
You're
THC.
just still mentioning drugs.
Yeah,
You're just mentioning drugs.
Just
Alcohol you could take, yeah. It's
sex is better than drugs.
It's better than any sleep you could take. Yeah, I agree 100%, and it's good for your mental well-being. I agree 100%.
It is.
Yes.
It actually says
if done right.
There's tons of reports that say that stress is better for your stress, or sex is better for your stress and your tension. And Jimmy's right. You live longer.
Yeah.
The more sex you have, the longer you live.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Okay, so
you're going to be gone pretty soon.
So I'll be dead tomorrow.
Sorry.
Wait a minute, because it really depends on what we're talking about for sex. Teddy, you mentioned, wasn't there some kind of fighter you were talking about? Some guy who like masturbates like 10 times a day?
Yes, Tyson Fury. Who just beat Deontay Wilder. He said he masturbated 7 times a day. 7 times a day, and he said,
"But that's not sex."
No, but it is sex in a way. But it is sex, yeah. So the point is, he said that because he masturbated 7 times a day before the Deontay Wilder fight, that actually helped him with his testosterone levels and helped him relax. Remember that? What's the movie Wolf of Wall Street? Remember the guy said the Matthew McConaughey character. He said he jerked off like at least 3-4 times a day.
Fairy dust.
Yeah, fairy dust. Yeah. He relaxed. Yeah.
Fugazi.
It's a woozy. Yeah. So the point is, he relaxed. Yeah. So I mean, the point is, even if it's obviously very relaxing to some degree. Yeah.
Okay. So how often does the average person have sex? The average person. I'm guessing like America.
Are you talking about masturbation or actually sex? with another human being.
The question that was posed to people was, how often do you have sex?
Not,
and we're talking about what is sex, so we're going to go through that. But
not enough. Not enough. Yeah, the answer is not enough. Yeah.
And you got to also is it married people or single people?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
No,
the
married
point
people don't have sex.
We're talking about the actual act itself. So, I mean, we're talking about masturbation.
We're just talking about sex.
Are we talking about masturbation or actually sex with another human
Teddy,
being?
we'll talk about what sex is, but it just says, how often does the average person have sex? Give me a goddamn number, you politician motherfucker.
I say average 3 days a week.
I'm going to say lower than that. I'm going to say it's 1.5. I think it's
1.5.
Because 1.5. Because
that's where
is that like the one time, and then the one time you don't release, so that doesn't count? It's a half a time.
If you look at the average,
it's about 25 pumps, and then you're like, nah.
Honestly, if you look at the average population, remember Seinfeld said the average population it's undateable. So how much? So how
Unfuckable.
much? So how much is the average population? We're not talking about us per se.
There's ugly people fuck.
No, ugly people. Teddy, there's ugly people fucking ugly people. Just because we wouldn't fuck the ugly people doesn't mean that ugly people wouldn't fuck ugly people.
But I'm saying we can't go by our experience. So we have to go by the average. So I'm just saying if we go by the average, like what the average person does, I'm going to say.
Answer the fucking question.
0.5
it's
or
like talking to Nancy Pelosi.
Yeah.
I mean, can you answer the
Teddy,
question?
I got to get this over with. Once a week. That's it.
No, you said 1.5.
No, that's the average.
I'm going to say once a month.
No, once a week is the average. So 50.
Really?
50 wow. Yeah, there's 52 weeks, 52 times people have sex. That's the average.
Okay. In the world. Or America.
You know what? I didn't see, but I'm going to guess.
Well, then you don't know.
In Ukraine.
Yeah.
Well, no one's fucking there right now, trust me.
They're getting fucked, but they ain't fucking. Yeah.
Well, we didn't describe what sex is, so they couldn't be getting
Not
fucked.
yet. We haven't yet. Okay, so there is one thing. So there's people who are asexual. Do you know? Have you guys heard this before? Asexual
I've heard
people?
Of pansexual, asexual.
So asexual people have no sexual feeling at all.
Okay.
And that is immediately followed by suicide.
Wow.
Could you imagine, waking up, at whatever age,
and not wanting it,
not wanting to fuck, or not wanting to do anything that was sex? That would be the worst. That is, you know what? That the next day I'm dead.
Yeah. But you know, honestly, if they have
that's when you jump off the cruise ship.
But
and there's nobody waiting for you.
Right. But you don't even need to forget the monkeys.
There's no Titanic.
You're just asexual.
There's no Titanic lifeboat waiting for you at the end of it.
No.
Well, no, because you wouldn't be gang raped by 10 monkeys because you don't like sex.
Yeah, and they don't like you. So.
Yeah, but if you're asexual, wouldn't they have no concept of it anyway? So why would they even miss it? So that's my question. So, if you're asexual,
thinking like a dog that's never had a bone.
I tell you, I have no idea.
We say who thought the dog's out?
I think everyone's had sex.
No, actually,
these are people that don't like it.
No. Actually, there's probably a lot of virgins in the world, and God bless them. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying there's probably a lot of persons.
God bless a virgin. Can I just say this? Can I say this?
No, you can't. But go ahead.
I just want to say this to all the people who are promised 100 virgins if they blow something up. Hold out for 100 nasty ass bitches that do nasty ass shit, because I think you'll get more people.
Yeah,
right,
for sure.
Right? Virgins. Who wants 100 virgins?
No.
That is the worst thing in the world. Here's what I want. I want 100 nasty ass dirty sluts.
You know what a virgin's called? A trainee. we don't want trainees.
Wow.
We need someone who's been around the block.
Okay, so
we ain't got time for this.
Right.
We ain't got time for this.
Right. I want someone who's got a really good idea. So I remember this joke. The guy's like, "Hey man, remember you were telling me about how your girlfriend's really good at sex?" And the guy's like, "Yeah." He goes, "How do you think she got that way?"
Exactly.
Okay, so I found this online because, Teddy and I were Jimmy, you probably heard that we were looking at different podcasts and stuff, right? And we were listening. So here's a real podcast. This is real. This is the real description, okay? It's called
Is it top 25?
This is a top 100 podcast. So I want you to think about this, okay? Right. This is a description. It's called Crazy Sex Podcast. Okay, this is the description. That's what it's called. Young, black, mentally ill, but still sexy as hell, Bonita is open about her struggles with mental illness and her dating life. Teddy, this is a woman who's doing a podcast about being mentally ill and still being sexy.
Well, here,
all the blood just drained from your face.
No, here's the big takeaway. So guys, they don't care about shit like that. They just want if the chick's hot or
mentally ill.
They don't care about that.
Yeah, we do.
Well, hold on, Jimmy. Didn't you send us? Oh, this is awesome. So Jimmy sent us this video of a guy talking about the hotness level and the crazy level of women and where you can date them.
The Matrix.
The crazy hot Matrix.
Yeah, the crazy hot Matrix. If you guys have not,
the no-go zone.
That's the best.
If you have not seen that video, that is the